young Christian college girl meets a young college boy and takes him to college group. After a couple months they start to date, but he wants the things to get serious. Too serious, and so it ends in both parties getting hurt. She walks away with a contorted view of love, and she decides she's going to put up smoke and mirrors so that no one else can get inside. A young leader tries to show care and compassion in his workplace, and in so doing, he gets stepped on, and others push him aside, seeing his stance for God as seriously funny. And so, he shrinks away and takes on the ways of the world, modeling their influence, forgetting how to be a sacrificial leader. A Christian mom and dad are striving to raise a disciplined child, and this calls for spankings. But the other parents start to judge, and the Christian parents fall back on, if we just love the child more, he won't sin or act out as much, right? In all these situations, Christians were standing to make a difference, and the world twisted their view. They became jaded. They became stained. It looks like they traded holiness and godly love for a worldly model fitting in. But what does it mean to be holy? Christian, are you striving for holiness in this world? Or are you finding yourself conforming more and more to this world? What does your Christianity look like in the darkness of this world system? James chapter 1 verse 27 today is on what real religion looks like to God. Let's open up God's Word and see what's going on today. James chapter 1 verse 27. Pure and undefiled religion in the sight of our God and Father is this: keeping oneself unstained by the world. Let's look at the first part of verse 27. Pure and undefiled religion in the sight of our God and Father is this. Repeating what we've said, we are going to start with pure and undefiled religion. In part A, we saw that pure and undefiled are two sides of the same coin. Pure is synonymous with saying innocent or clean, reflecting the positive, like a child who gives a flower to a girl out of the goodness of his heart. Undefiled here is referring to being untainted and not doing an action out of selfish gain, like being someone's friend or being interested in someone because you like them for them, not because you like something specific on them. You take the whole of them. These two descriptions need to apply to what God the Father is about to tell us concerning what he thinks true and undefiled religion is, because his opinion is the only one that matters. Heading back to verse 27, we see the sentence cluster, keep oneself unstained by the world. Now, keep in the Greek here paints a more vivid picture than just continually doing. Keep here refers to a person who continually guards over or who protects. Proverbs 4:23 gives us a good comparison to hold on to, and it says this: above all else, guard your heart, for it is the wellspring of life. So we are to protect ourselves from being stained by the world. We are to protect our hearts. So what does unstained mean? Well, unstained here is to be pure or spotless, which is a call to holiness. World here is speaking of the system that has been set up by the devil to further corrupt man and to try to manipulate any good that has come from God. Any common good, any good grace, he wants to manipulate that, twist it. Do not love the world, nor the things in the world. If anyone loves the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the boastful pride of life, is not from the Father, but is from the world. The world is passing away in all its lusts, but the one who does the will of God lives forever. So we as Christians are not to see this world as our home, nor are we to indulge in its desires. God does not abide in those who love this world system. Now, what is one of the biggest ways the world can stain us as Christians? Well, the world can taint us through the view of love. Worldly love. Think of how the world tends to portray a view of love, or as better I like to put it, twist it. The music goes through an exaltation of physical love, putting that above anything else. Worldly movies and books do it through their grandeur of emotional love. Society as a whole tells us that love should be freeing, never tying us down, and if it gets old, it needs to be refreshed with a new person or an uncommitted relationship. Now, that's great and all, if love revolves around you. And what the world sees is that love needs to revolve around you, and that love is a selfish, shallow gain. It's your own pleasure. That love may cause you to only focus on the physical expression of your love. The emotional love needs to feel a certain way. It's either always happy, or maybe it's always down and beat up. But it never puts its full faith in God. Instead, on the emotions. If emotions don't get its way, then it needs to find a new outlet, something to please it. Love should be free, yes, but it should be committed, and it should be sacrificial. How would you feel if you, every day, had to wake up and advertise yourself to someone so that they would love you? What about your relationship with God? No, that's a worldly love. That is not the love of God. This worldly view of love causes divorce. It's tainted us. It's brought a lot of immorality outside of the wedding covenant, and finding itself always needing to be selfish, satisfied, leading to heartbreaks, family splits, and suicides. It taints us in our pride, being all about ourselves, and not first and foremost, it rivals what God's word has to say with our own desires. But my friends, who here is really most satisfied in the Lord when they serve only themselves? Are you really pleasing God when you selfishly get what you want and burn others at the stake for it? Or do you understand the effects that selfish, worldly love has had on you and others? This is a call to filter what you watch, what you listen to, and what you read. This is a call to strive to be holy based on the truth of God's word and to be set apart from this world. Godly love is this. It's patient. It's kind. It is not jealous. Love does not brag, and it's not arrogant. It does not seek its own. It is not provoked. It does not take account of a wrong suffered. It does not rejoice in unrighteousness, but rejoices with the truth. It bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, and endures all things. Love never fails. This love is a love that sacrifices. This love wants others to succeed in the Lord, and this love is action. This love does not seek to be happy all the time, nor be emotionally tickled, nor touched all the time, nor does it want to become the center of everything and anything. No. This love seeks to please God and follows His word. And then, after seeking the true God through His word and action, it will seek out the benefits of others. It's not afraid to say no to sin or manipulative emotional attachment. It will look so different from the world as long as you don't let the world twist your thinking or your actions. Don't let the sins of the past affect your present, and don't let your present situation taint your future relationship with Christ. For you are the salt of the earth, but if the salt has become tasteless, how can it be made salty again? It is no longer good for anything except to be thrown out and trampled under the foot by men. You are the light of the world, a city set up on a hill that cannot be hidden. Nor does anyone light a lamp and put it under a basket, but on a lampstand, and it gives light to all who are in the house. Let your light shine before men in such a way that they may see your good works and glorify your Father who is in heaven. This is holiness. God bless, crew. Be filled with the Spirit. This is Kevin signing out, saying shalom, peace to you. I'll see you around.
Hey crew, if you are enjoying the videos, make sure to like and subscribe. It helps us out greatly. Check us out on Facebook and Twitter. The links are right down below in the description. The best way to stay connected and never miss a new video is to subscribe and join one of these social medias. If you're one of the people that the Lord has put it on your heart to give, just click the Patreon link above or below in the description for more info. Beside me is the next video, so click to just keep learning. Thanks for watching. Crew out.